Hey guys, how everybody doing today? So I just wanted to go ahead, and I forgot to actually make a video of my Spirit Halloween number 2 raid. I just went this past weekend, got a few new things. If you recall, last time I got a 78 mask, Halloween 2 mask, a Sam mask. So I was just going in to see what else was there. So real quick, just go into some of the stuff I got. I did get I think the Sam mug was first in the first one. I did go ahead and get a nice little magnet here, some decals. This one's just a lollipop, it's trick or treat. So I got some Sam decals. I did get to pick up the nice Michael Myers polo, which I did not have out the first time. Which there was one left, so I did get that. I did get another. They had new decals out for him as well. I also got the, come down here, the 10-piece Sam string lights. It was between the string lights and the Michael Myers greeter, not the door knocker, but the candy bowl, a popcorn bowl. So I did go ahead and get these. I tried to string them up, but they're just, you know, there's no real nice place to put it. I figured I have enough Michael Myers stuff right now. I'm just trying to slowly start on my trick-or-treat and Sam stuff. I did get this guy here. I'm not sure if I post him in a video or not. But there's the box up here. I think it's, it says Mezco maybe, but I did see him at the mall, so I grabbed him up. I did get a Michael Myers lanyard for keychains. Came with this, like a little pocket lanyard ID badge, but I am using it on my keys right now, so that will be, I just placed this here. So that is, I do like that picture a lot. Pretty cool picture. And I think actually that is it. So I did get I get 2 decals. So I put one on the bottom of here on my case. The decal from the first go. And I did go ahead and repaint my Trick or Treat Studios 78 mask I got at last time. I'll actually pull him down here. So I have the tag up here, so let's get rid of that. There, of course, is my signed in the custom case. So let me just pull him down here. So this guy actually took me quite a few attempts to do, but there he is. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but it does have a like a midnight blue wash to it, and I did add that last. Sorry, I'm not all set up and everything like this. Move this Mountain Dew bottle. I am in the, I just thought about making a movie or a video real quick for you guys. So I am working on a few other things right now. But like I said, this guy went through like 2 or 3 repaints because I just couldn't, I'm not good at shading at all. So I had a few different ones. If you came here from an Instagram or anything like that, you probably see all the pictures I did with it. So this one, basically, the last time I did it, I went ahead and covered him with a handmade, or hand mixed, I should say, skin tone all over. And then I went with very light whitewash with like a latex paint. So it's very latex acrylic paint and water, so it's real light, so you can still see, kind of see through it. The shading I actually got off of a a tip off a Facebook post saying to use a piece of paper with a charcoal and brush it on. So I did that a few times, and when it comes to shading, maybe it's my lighting or just why I always think it's too dark. So what I did after I went ahead and shaded it, I did go ahead and put another basically a dry brush of liquid latex and white mix. So that same mix I was doing it was drying up a little bit. I'll take it, dip the brush in. I had a towel, made the brush just enough to cover it, and it gave it a subtle look here to the shadings. At that point I thought, you know, it's still kind of popping out too much. So I went ahead and I had some acrylic paint. I had a jet black and I think it's called deep navy. Made a wash of it, and this was after the fact. I did seal this mask before the wash. I sealed it with actually an ultra gloss hodgepodge, whatever it's called. So I had it sealed already. I thought I was completely done with it all, and I was like, you know what, I want to darken this mask up just a little bit. So on the camera you might not be able to pick it up. I'm not sure if I get a little closer and spots, you can kind of see, but you don't get the bluish tint. Like, it just looks gray, but in person, in light, it gives that nice blue light effect that you get in the movie. And to be honest, I was worried. I started going real heavy with it, like you would do any normal wash and wiping it off, but because I had it sealed already, it just wasn't doing much. So as I kept brushing, you know, the brushes dry out a little bit, and it just keeps leaving some on. So I just kind of dry brushed it on. It did go ahead and, if I can find a spot here, like on the nose, let's see if I can get it. There was some cracking. I don't think it's the paint. I think it's the actually sealer that was cracking, but it still gives it a nice effect. Of course, I did the sideburns. Made them maybe a little too thick. I just used some epoxy glue. I had some hair left over. Now this hair here is actually the stock hair. I did go ahead and rip it off initially, but it came off so easily where I could just go ahead with the line. I glued it back on just like normal. I did leave some of it off in the back because there was so much of it. And then where the original hairline is, you just kind of fold this over here, add some latex to it just to make it kind of blend in. Overall though, I think it took a day or so for everything just to kind of set in to itself. When I first originally did it, it was dark outside, so I think now with the light coming in, natural lighting plus the lighting in my room, the more I keep looking at it, I am completely in love with this REHAUL. I did get the curls down. They are covered in the gloss as well, like gloss sealer, so they kind of stay in place. Well, for as much trouble as this guy gave me, and you can see in the background here, if I can get my finger right there, that's the original non-touched. Everything on this shelf except for the bottom layers is just stock produced. But there is that. Give you some different angles. I will have to get a case for this guy. I don't want to put him up in the case. I don't want to put them up in here because any of them that goes in together, the hair always gets smashed up, so I want to get a custom case for this one. And this just goes to show you, like I said, there's the artists out there that do the rehauls where you ship the mask to them, pay anywhere from $150 to $200 for it. I have very little artistic ability. I know enough to where, I know what blends in and what colors mix and match and everything like that. But as far as, having that really artistic touch, I don't have it. So just to show, I bought a $70 mask. I think the paints each were $1 or something, $1.50. The liquid latex, of course, is about $16 or so, depending on what kind you get. And the brushes, water, obviously you should have water in your house, so you can do all this yourself for under $100. And that's one of the things when I started getting into this hobby, I did it for, of course, my love for Michael Myers, and also, like I said, I used to do some art as a kid. My grandmother always pushed me to do it, and I felt this was a perfect way to get back into it. So alright guys, well thank you very much for watching. I should have a few other videos out soon. I probably will hit up with Spirit Halloween one more time. I'm going to try to slow down a little bit with the holidays coming up and everything. Got to think of other people except for myself. I do have a 7-year-old niece that I am planning on taking her and the rest of the family to Disney at the early part of next year. So I gotta start thinking about them and not so much about my own collection here. So thanks a lot guys. If you have any questions about anything you see here on the mask or anything I did, go ahead and comment. I'll be more than happy to help anybody out that might be in a rut trying to figure out what to do with them. I do say thank you I do have a few messages I get here and on Instagram, people just asking me about my collection, if I have certain things, where I find them, what kind of things, what kind of supplies I use on my masks. I do appreciate that. That does mean my posts are not going just you see a picture, you like it. People are actually taking the time in to ask questions, so I do appreciate it. Thank you very much guys. And you guys have a great, wonderful day. And until next time.